one. My topic is not coffins are for vampires, but it is about C. Jane Wright. Again, my name is Javacia Harris-Bowser, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about that group. Okay? I'm ready. All right, so about 2 months ago, I started this organization called C. Jane Wright. And essentially, it is a networking group for women writers in the city of Birmingham. But let me tell you a little bit more about the group in my very official mission statement voice. C. Jane Wright is a networking group for female bloggers, journalists, and creative writers living in the Birmingham area. This grassroots organization seeks to support, promote, and enrich local female literary artists through seminars, workshops, and social events. Is that nice and official? Thank you, thank you. All right, so we got together for the first time back in March. We had dinner, and things went really well, and word about the group began to quickly spread. So I started getting all these emails from women who wanted to know what this group was all about. And most of the time, women were asking me, well, why did you start this group? And so, for the sake of my carpal tunnel, I would actually just go to our group's website and copy and paste that mission statement into an email. And that website is cjanewrightbham.com, in case you were wondering. But that mission statement doesn't completely explain why I started this group. This group that you can also find on Twitter at cjanewrightbhm. We have a Facebook page too, in case you were wondering. But I digress. So why did I start this group? One of my favorite female authors, Sylvia Plath, once wrote, "I took a deep breath and listened to the old bray of my heart. I am, I am, I am." I ran across this quote in one of my journals recently, and I began to ask myself, what is it that I can turn to make me feel as if I really exist, that I'm not just going through the motions, but I'm actually making something with my life. I'm doing something with my life, something that's more uplifting than my overwhelming credit card and student loan debt. What can I turn to that makes me feel as if I'm making a difference in the world and that I actually matter? And I came to the answer very quickly and very easily. And quite simply, it is that I write, I write, I write. And I know I'm not alone in this because I've met so many women, especially here in Birmingham, who despite their prestigious journalism jobs and journalism degrees and their MFAs in creative writing, they don't feel complete. They don't feel fulfilled unless they are writing the things that are really in their hearts, unless they are writing those stories that they feel they were put on this earth to tell. And so I started C. Jane Wright for them, so that I could create this community that would encourage them to write, 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 and to give life to all those ideas dancing in their heads and they can't sleep at night. So as you may have gathered, I'm a writer. I used to work for a newspaper in Louisville, Kentucky before I moved back here to my hometown of Birmingham. I'm also a blogger. And I am a freelance journalist and essayist. But to pay the bills on that aforementioned debt, I teach at the Alabama School of Fine Arts. And unfortunately, my students never looked this happy and engaged during lectures. However, because I'm one of the younger teachers and I listen to the same bad pop music that they listen to on their iPods, a lot of my students feel as if I can relate to them, and especially my female students. And this translates into them coming to me with all their problems, basically. A lot of boy problems, and they usually walk into my room looking something like this. But they also talk to me about serious things going on at home and at school, and I listen, I let them cry on my shoulder, and then I tell them, go write about it. And believe it or not, they actually do. And it's never the students you expect. The students who take me up on this are the ones who in class say things like, when you say analyze the awakening as a feminist text, do you mean the font looks girly? Those are the students who actually go home and write. And they come back to me and they say, look, Ms. Bowser, I did what you said. I wrote it all down. And you were right. It made me feel so strong. And so I also started C. Jane Wright for them, Because it is my hope that one day this small little organization will be big enough and bright enough to impact the entire city and make Birmingham the kind of place that will encourage these girls to express themselves through the arts, especially the literary arts, and will reach out to these girls and simply tell them, you are, you are, you are. Thank you.